It is said that before they departed, the village priest stood at the temple steps and cursed the land. Even today, the Kuldhara remains untouched. No one has dared to call it home, and perhaps they are still waiting for justice. In the heart of Rajasthan, hidden among the golden sands of the Thar desert, lies a village frozen in time, Kuldhara. For over 200 years, this once thriving settlement has remained eerily abandoned. But why? What forced an entire community to disappear the overnight, leaving behind only whispers of the terrible curse? Join us as we uncover the chilling legend of Kuldhara, Rajasthan's most mysterious ghost village. The desert wind howled through the empty streets of Kuldhara, lifting dust into the fading twilight. The once thriving village now lay abandoned, its homes crumbling under the weight of time. But the silence was deceptive for those who listened closely. Whispers still echoed through the air. Whispers of sorrow, betrayal, and an undying curse. 2 centuries ago, Kuldhara was a prosperous village, home to the wise and wealthy Paliwal Brahmins. Their knowledge of trade and agriculture turned the barren desert into an oasis of life. The village thrived under the glow of golden sunsets, and the laughter of children filled its narrow alleys. But one day, that laughter was silenced. Salim Singh, the ruthless and the ambitious Diwan of Jaisalmer, set his sights on Kuldhara. He was infamous for his cruel taxation and unrelenting greed. Yet his latest demand was far more sinister. He desired the daughter of the village chief, a young woman of rare beauty and kindness. The demand was not a mere request, it was an ultimatum. If the Paliwal refused, they would suffer his wrath. The village elders gathered in the temple, their faces grim. They had lived in Kuldhara for generations, but now they faced an impossible choice: surrender the chief's daughter or risk the destruction of everything they had built. As the oil lamps flickered in the darkness, the elders made their decision. They would not bend to tyranny, but rather than waiting for Salim's vengeance, they would leave. That very night, the villages of Kuldhara vanished. Under the cover of darkness, every family packed their belongings and fled, leaving behind their homes, their temples, their wells, everything. It is said that before they departed, the village priest stood at the temple steps and cursed the land. No soul shall ever find peace here again. Let this place remain the barren, untouched by the life for eternity. And then they were gone. For years, the Kuldhara remained lifeless, an empty shell swallowed by the sands. No one dared to settle there, for strange tales began to emerge. Travelers who passed through spoke of eerie whispers in the wind, of shadowy figures moving between the ruins. Some claimed to hear the faint sound of anklets, as if unseen women still walked the abandoned streets. One night, a group of soldiers from Jaisalmer, laughing at the old superstitions, decided to stay in the Kuldhara. They built a fire, cooked their meals, and mocked the curse. By morning, none of them were ever seen again. Their horses were found tied to the trees, but the men had vanished, leaving only their weapons scattered in the sand. Even today, the Kuldhara remains untouched. No one has dared to call it home, despite the centuries that have passed. Those who visit speak of a strange presence, a heavy stillness that presses against their chest. Some have claimed to feel unseen eyes watching them, while others have seen the shadowy figures vanish into thin hair. The legend of Kuldhara's curse lives on, whispering through the ruins like a warning from the past? Was it merely the fear that drove people away, or does something far darker linger among the broken walls? Perhaps on a quiet night, if you stand in the heart of Kuldhara and listen closely, you too will hear the whispers of those who were wronged, and perhaps they are still waiting for justice. Kuldhara remains one of the India's greatest unsolved mysteries, a place where history and legend intervene. Is it just an abandoned village, or does the curse of the Paliwal still lingers in the winds that blow through its empty streets? What do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the Laras Ancient Tales. Until next time, keep exploring and keep wondering.